Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
In fact, it's over the back line, so this is going to come out to the 35.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Counter. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
You look at this Jaguar defense.
And they're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And when you see a ranking like number 4 in the league against the pass, that's a testament to both their defensive coordinator and the general manager that crafted this unit, and now they're out executing.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And it is caught. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Packers march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Yeah, he is going to dive to the turf. Boy, a strange return there. And they're going to start with really terrible field position.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Ready? Pat the 60, pat the 60.
And down to a knee. That's one option.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready?
And down to a knee. That's one way to call a play.
Here we go. Hot 70, hot 70.
And now they'll take a knee here. And my partner now is speechless, and so am I. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
They'll run. This is Gbay Tootin.
And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And an utter disaster as the ball's going to go over on downs at the 2-yard line.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And a pretty poor return as he will dive to the ground to give himself up. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. They'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that'll make this 17-0 here in the opening quarter.
So a great first quarter continues here as they add on to that lead.
And Brandon, I think it sets up what's going to be an important drive because it's now 17-0. So the other guys, they got to figure out something quick before this game gets away from them.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Back to throw, Willis. That's complete. It's Brian Thomas. Now 3rd down and 7.
It's a gain of 15 yards and leads to 3rd down.
Now they'll audible to something else. Willis.
He's got Thomas yet again complete. And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the 1st at the 29.
So on 4th down, out is Ryan Rico to punt.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is fielded inside the 5. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And Charles, they're really stringing these possessions and scores together early. We're still in the 1st quarter, but if they can score again here, look out.
Yeah, and as you taught me when we're broadcasting games, one word we're supposed to avoid, and that's blowout. But that's exactly what's going on here. Down 3 possessions just the 1st quarter. That goes beyond any worst-case scenario we might have thought coming into this game. And another touchdown here, that should eliminate any hopes for any type of a comeback.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. You look at this Jaguar defense.
They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Meredith. And he'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. They'll look to throw again.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 23. Back to throw again. Throw left side complete. That's Griffin. And they'll get this down to the 10.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. From 10 yards out.
And the Packers are able to stretch out their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights. And a rout is on here in this first half. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Ready? 65, 65, 7
Willis looking to throw it.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
The offense on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Now Willis. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Right back to the air with Willis.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Panther 60, Dragon 60. 18, Pioneer.
Willis looks to pass it here.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here. After 1st and 2nd down went backwards, it's 3rd and very long.
Willis.
He's got him in. Complete. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
But it leads to 4th down.
Going quickly out to the right side. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving.
Let's go now. 70, Timberwolf. Panther 60, Panther 60.
To throw, here's Willis.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another 1st down.
They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
3rd and 5. To throw, here's Willis.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain.
Oh, they're changing this at the line.
Mustang 19. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Trying for it on 4th down. Here's Willis.
Finds Tootin out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he still has yet to get on track in this 1st half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the Packers' 24-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Willis now off of play action.
And he's got it. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Jaguars get a bit closer.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make it 24-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
Operating from the gun, Connor completes this one to Meredith. That one a first down pickup of 8. Back to throw, Connor. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Griffin. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 13-yard line. Looking to throw. Connor. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. From the gun on 3rd down, Connor. And that's incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Jaguars are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Well, I appreciate the aggressiveness, trying to go for it there on 4th down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on 4th down. As you said, in the red zone. Definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Back to throw, Willis. And that one going to come up short, low throw.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Last play of the half, Willis.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Down the right sideline. He may go.
And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Well, the way things have been going to this one, Charles, it was only a matter of time before this defense got involved and made a big play, and they do right there. Gosh, this lead is so large, CD, and we're only in the first half.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing that's so amazing about it. You mentioned this large lead. How's this their first takeaway of the game? And what a spectacular one it was. Adding to the lead, showing the true dominance, and you're exactly right. We're still in the first half.
The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game. I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of now, a nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is in running back drop.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it. Hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Connor. He finds his man, complete. That's Castro.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Green Bay.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun, Connor. Gets it to Meredith, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
A gain of 15. And the Packer first down.
Operating from the gun, Connor. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They'll look to throw here on first down. That one caught. It's Meredith.
And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Operating from the gun, Connor. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there.
There's that man, Travis Hunter. And the Jags are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Willis. Now he'll tuck this and run. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10.
19 yards there on the catch and run.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action from Jacksonville.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
They need 12 here. It's third down.
Back to throw. Counter. Touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Packers have opened the lead up to 30.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he will find his man on the outside. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 3.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Now that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And I mean, you're at the point here, third quarter, Down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance, your only opportunity. But think of the pressure you just put on your offensive line, because if you're a pass rusher, you're not even thinking about them running the football. All you're doing is getting into that sprinter stance and going after the quarterback.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Fortunately for him, that ball stayed close so that he could recover it on his own.
And you know the prayers that were going through his head as the ball escaped from him? How happy was he at the end of it when he found the football again, able to retain possession?
Let's go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Here we go, here we go.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown, Jaguars! A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jaguars are able to cut into that deficit.
I know what the scoreboard says here, but for all those who are playing fantasy football, their scoreboards are different. Points scored could benefit someone.
No going for two. They'll kick the point after. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to 24. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
And able to get this out to the 25.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a second and just a few inches left. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Connor. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
2nd down and 8.
They'll look to throw again. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars 16.
The rookie from Nebraska looking sharp on that one. 1st down.
Back to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, It's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
2nd and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Caught here by Griffin. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Packers start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. The 20. 5. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Turton.
That's career touchdown number 131, and it ties it with Chris Carter for number 8 on the all-time list.
And the Jaguars get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
But I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And finally, he's out of bounds. But how about that return? All the way inside the 20 and into the red zone.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago. Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Connor. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. Back to throw. Connor. On the RPO, he'll keep it. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Packers just continue to roll.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Now they'll change things up.
Harris, off play action. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
A tall task ahead of them here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. It's taken to the 26.
Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And he'll be knocked to the ground right there at the 22. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Connor. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. second and goal from the 6 this time. Back to throw. Connor. Toward the pylon, caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw. Harris. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here. But it may be cliche, but give them credit for this. They've continued to fight and scratch and claw, and they get the touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And I'm okay with that cliche, all right? Maybe it'll alleviate the sting a little bit because at least they can look in the mirror and realize they fought all the way through. Horrible game for them, not one they'll want to remember. At least they'll keep their heads up and have some pride when they leave this stadium.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 40. Operating from the gun, Connor. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be second down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he has to get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Griffin. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Operating from the gun. Connor. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage.
And oh, it'll be intercepted.
And the Jaguars are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
First down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's first and 10. Operating from the gun, Harris. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They'll try again with the arm here on second down. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Back to throw. Harris. Now he's going to step up. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Nothing like understanding where your escape hatches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to 24. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles. So the final seconds of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them a lot of credit for how they played in this one.
Looking to throw. Connor. Now he'll tuck this and run. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Packers, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.